This building was built in 14th century by the Sultan Yusuf I, who is also one of the main developers of part of the Nasrid palaces at the Alhambra. A madrasa is a Quranic school, means Quranic school, but this Madraza of Granada served more as a university. It was a school for high-level studies. They studied the Quran, but also many subjects as law, medicine, or astronomy. Also, it's the only madrasa that we conserve from the time of Al-Andalus time that was public. Okay, there were some more, but they were private foundations. This madrasa was a public madrasa, a public school. So in that way, the Sultan made sure that he had good people, foreign people, to work later in his kingdom. The madrasa was located in the main center of the city in Nasrid times. We used to have very close the main mosque of the city and also the Al-Kaiferia, which was the silk market. Okay. The students who study in this madrasa, they live here in this building. Okay. They have their accommodation upstairs, and in this first floor they have the classrooms, the library, and this room, which is the only room that we have preserved from that time. It's a praying room, okay, a room for prayer. So in this way, the students, they didn't have to go outside to pray in the mosque 5 times a day. They could do the praying here. You can take pictures, but not flash, and don't touch the walls, please.
Don't touch the walls. You know when you said it was public, does that mean it's free for anyone to come and study?
Yes.
Anyone could study?
Free because it was paid, sorry, was paid from a fee from the Sultan, from the government.
So he paid for everyone?
When it was free.
So when their studies were free, their living was free, their food was free,
yes.
Everything covered?
It was a small madrasa, because they had only 20-25 students.
I see.
So it was a kind of...
Like a scholarship maybe?
Yeah, yes. It was enough for, because they wanted to, I think, they wanted to give a good students, like
the
properly,
best. Yeah.
So that's the reason that they were not too much people.
Brilliant.
Here we can see the mihrab. It shows us the direction to the Mecca, and it's a sacred spot in this room. And the decoration and the structure is exactly the same as the one we can find at the Nasrid palaces. Okay? Because they were made at the same time, and most of them by the same developer, who was Yusuf I. The main difference with the Alhambra is that here in this room we have preserved part of the original colors. Okay? The reason is because after the conquest, the Christian conquest of Granada, the building has another use. It was the first place for the town hall in Christian times. So they covered all these walls with wood, to make here a Christian chapel. Okay. So it was like that until the 19th century when there was a fire, so the wood was destroyed and the original walls came out. We can see nowadays 30 or 40% of the original colors. The rest have been reconstructed in the 19th century. And the decoration motifs are the same that we can find always in Nasrid art. They use the plants and geometrical motifs, and also the epigraphy, the writing, the Arabic writing. Here is a sacred space, so we can find sentences and verses of the Quran. And all around this is the Nasrid dynasty motto. Only Allah is winner.
وَلَا غَالِبٍ اللَّهِ.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a kind of way to do a propaganda or a promotion of the family, and also give the name of the people who built the madrasa. And what we can see under our feet are the archaeological remains of an edification previous of the construction of the madrasa. It was a country house in Almunia from the 11th century. They built the madrasa on the remains of this house.
Oh, it used to be a house here.
A country house, yeah.
A country house. Hold on.